Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So second match here in Group C, we have Hieratic Gishki, Gishki Hieratics versus Vayu Turbo. And looking at the votes, will pop up on the screen here in a few moments, we see that people see Hieratic Gishki as much more powerful, much more powerful deck compared to Vayu Turbo, but I kind of disagree a little bit. You'll see in the deck list in the next few moments, but Hieratic Gishki or Gishki Hieratic is a deck that, if I remember correctly, in the TCG we weren't able to play it at full force. I think it was, what was it, limited or hit. And then looking at Kraken, that is, when was that, 2012? So that's more than 13 years ago. Insane if you think about it. While on the other hand, Edison format, Vayu Turbo, on paper might seem weaker. But on the other hand, stuff like Dimensional Prison, Bottomless Trapple, Oppression, Royal Oppression, not to forget, stuff like that is super powerful against a deck that relies heavily on its special summoning mechanic. And on the other hand, stuff like Dimensional Prison and Bottomless Trapple is fantastic against Hieratics, is fantastic against Kraken. Get rid of the ritual and the Gishki engine falls apart, right? Kraken. Whenever Kraken is ritual summoned, you can take a look at your opponent's hand, well, 2 cards at random, and you can send back 1 card from those 2 revealed back to the deck. So slowly, by special summoning Kraken multiple times during the same turn, different copies that is, you can get a peek at your opponent's hand and eventually get to know basically all cards they have, if they have any left, depending on how many extenders you had. And this is pretty much the same format or the same time period. I remember that when we in the TCG got M7. Nowadays it's like, yeah, whatever, but back in the day, like, remember it, like the OCG had that rank 6 Exceed that could get stuff back from the graveyard or bounce. That was an insane card back then. Anyway, so you get, what is it, recycle Gishki of this. Still playable these days, right? Gishki, because not once per turn, it does a lot. So this is not the FTK version. The FTK version was like a long-term loop featuring August. Mind August? That's the name, right? The one that, with 1 day of peace. I remember it from years ago. So double chaos, that's not going to work. In this case, I think we did send back the brain control, right? I think so. Anyway, so go second. Go second, this deck can definitely go second. Definitely Sue, as you know, like destroys a Hieratic in your hand, for example. Or on field? Or is it in hand? Anyway. To pop a spell and trap from your opponent. So that's kind of cool. And I guess this deck's biggest weakness is somewhat consistency of drawing those normals. Even though you're only running 2, you're always opening with 1. Even though you're running like 9 Hieratics. 3 Sue, 3 Definite, and 3 Convocation. No, you're going to open with the normal. You know how it goes. So, one of the advantages of the Vayu deck is, of course, the nimble, super special, awesome Mega Hamster that searches Raikou with, I guess here you could like flip over Raikou to mill 3 and not destroy. Not so sure about that. I mean, both decks fare well with, like, not doing anything or just pause or not committing that much because of this. Yeah, the trap, I guess the traps are a powerful mechanic here in this case for Vayu because, again, banishing Kraken is the best. Kraken, what is it? Kraken, no, the Gishki ritual has the graveyard effect of adding back a ritual monster back to the hand to send the ritual back to the deck. Salvage was perfect back then, get back the 2 Gishkis, and here in this case, I guess that both the Gorse token and Gorse itself, like back in the day, like 15 years ago or something like that, Gorse was a game-breaking card. It was limited to 1, whenever your opponent was able to drop Gorse, you're basically always in such a terrible position because it was just such a big beatstick that none of the decks could overcome it. If you recklessly attack into an open field without, thinking about Gorse. But here, you might think the game is over, but It's not, you'll see in a few moments. So I guess it's just waiting it out, but you know, losing those 2 Gust Dragon did hurt. Anyway, so I was like, let's go for Sue, right? To attack over the face down. It was like hamster, that's fine. But the double DD Crow, it is actually insane. Like, I was about to say, like, imagine just keeping Gores on field and attack. Not so sure if it mattered that much, because like, I'm just getting highly rickrolled here in this particular scenario with the like double DD Crow, Vanity's Fiend into or at least what is it, Armor Master into Vanity's Fiend. It is what it is. But the double DD Crow got him there. Anyway, so Gust Kraken, get some information, small information about their hand. This is fine though, the attack over in the Abyss, this is fine. I guess you could keep the Burial in hand, but then again it's a sitting duck for Gust Kraken to be sent back to the deck. I guess you could use Burial to send deck too. Not so sure if it's that optimal, but you know, setting it does make it vulnerable for Mystical Space Typhoon, right? So this should be my duel. Again, like, if you have double level 6 on the field, easier Messier 7, easy... You can't go for a Tomb. A Tomb needs 2 dragons, obviously, but Messier 7 in here in this case. I think I was able to go for another Gust Kraken. I probably should have done it. Played it a bit too safe, I think. So end phase flip over Decree, and I think it's Solemn Judgment, and we draw the Convocation, and this should be the game. So now we're relatively safe. I don't think there's like Book of Moon or something like that. We should be able to go for a Tomb, I think. Yeah, because we can get back a Hieratic monster. This gives us 2 dragons on field, and we can go for a Tomb for pre-errata Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And this is pre-errata, right? So it's not limited to once per turn. So we can reborn, bounce back, special summon. Gaia Dragon doesn't really matter that much. It's a dragon, you know, it could be banished by Red MD. Go for another Messier 7, and this should be game right. Yeah. Okay, so 2-1. Problem now is going second. You know, oppression and stuff like that. But normal summon Dyna, this is enough. I don't think, I should recheck the deck list. I don't think I have like any outs to Dyna pass. What is it, 1200 attack? None of the Gishkis are strong enough. I can't special summon any of the Hieratics. I can't ritual summon, so I think I have like 0 outs to normal summon Dyna. It is what it is. So Greffer 1700, yeah, just drawing all those special summon monsters, so I'm not going to win this one. Imagine being able to break the board, you know, beating the Dyna. I'm just so low on life points eventually that Brain Control plus Big Beat Stick or Big Push, seeing that, you know, the Vayu engine is set up, is probably game as well. So 2-2, okay. So we start game number 5. This is an okay... no, this is not an okay start. 3 rituals and of course a normal. Like, imagine that I don't have access to a ritual spell. That's a problem. Like prep as well. 3 ritual, that's a bummer. I need a ritual spell. Salvage, nope, not going to cut it. And this is what I was talking about. Consistency is somewhat of an issue of this deck. Same for Vayu, I guess. You can draw those, you know, like bricks. But here in this case it didn't really work out. And plus the Reaper keeps the pressure going. Sure, they can push for some damage, but the Reaper, you know, lets me lose my resources, right? And no Hieratic means that I can't push for more advantage. And here in this case, yeah, losing the ritual hurts as well. Again, the DD Crow, not sure how many crows are there, like 1 or 2. On top of that. The Chaos is top decked. I got high rolled, I think, here in the last game as well. I mean, the brick was there, I guess. So a bit unfortunate, but I think it's a well-deserved winner, like stuff like Prison, Bottomless Oppression, like hard counter this particular deck. So next one, we have Rizel, but not sure yet if it's going to be pure. Or like Fiendsmith or whatever. So feel free to leave suggestions. It's going to take on Infernal One Knight's packs list from a couple of years ago. So feel free to leave your predictions. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a corner like if you enjoyed the video. Leakum signing out. Peace.